Hi everyone, good evening to all. I'm Gaurav Pandey, your Gaurav here. And in our LeetCode series of 150 days, we'll solve another question. And anyway, we know that which series we are going on right now. That is a sub-series strings, right? And in that we already solved 7 questions. So today we'll solve problem number statement number 8. And this particular problem has been asked in Facebook, Amazon, Microsoft, Google, Bloomberg, Adobe, Apple, Cisco, eBay, Goldman Sachs, LinkedIn, Nvidia, Oracle, Uber, and other companies too. The reason behind this problem is that this problem contains a lot of concept of like converting integer like string to integer, like removing the up to manipulating the string and other concepts too. That's why this problem still becomes very important. So I hope energy is high and now we can begin. But I can see a very few attendance. Do let me know, am I audible and visible to all? Am I audible and visible to all? I'm just looking at the chats. I know this is an unexpected series, I mean not series, the unexpected live. We haven't informed earlier, but anyway, I know my learners are always ready. Do let me know. Are we good to go? Am I audible and visible to everybody? Only then I'll begin. Just waiting for the responses. Now I'll go to the Google Chrome. There I'll show you the problem statement, and there we'll understand deeply what the problem statement is. So they're mentioning implement the my atoi that contains a string function which converts a string to a 30-bit signed integer. So you will have a string, you need to convert that to an integer. That is the problem statement, and I hope makes sense, right? Now the algorithm for my atoi string is as follows. So what is the algorithm they're telling you? First thing, white spaces. So you need to ignore all the leading white spaces. Means those are coming before the string, right? Before the number or something. Again, signedness. Determine the sign by checking it. If the next character is plus or minus, you need to check the given string. Like if you convert, that will be positive or negative based on the symbol that is provided within the string. Okay. Now conversion. Third step. First white space, second signed, like positive and negative, and third space is the conversion. Read the integer by skipping leading zeros, means you just skip all the leading zeros, means those zeros which are coming first. Okay, you need to skip them. A non-digit character is encountered or the end of the string is reached. Okay, if no digit bar read, then result is 0. Like if there is a no digit, you just have 0, then result will be 0. And if there is a thing like you have iterated the whole string, and again the whole string was an empty string like white spaces, then you'll return 0. Rounding, if the integer is out of 32, like the fourth step is rounding. Okay, so if the integer goes beyond the limit of integer, that is the range, like minus to the power 31 till to the power 31 minus 1. Okay, if this integer goes beyond this range, then what do you have to do? Then round the integer to the remain in the range, which means especially integers less than minus to the power 31 should be rounded off to minus to the power 31. So which means that if number is very less than the, like if number is less than minus to the power 31, then you return minus to the power 31 itself. You will not go that lesser. Again, if the integer is larger than this range, you will return to the power 31 minus 1. That you will return. That is the rounding off. So basically you have to perform 4 steps. First you need to remove all the white spaces. Second, you need to check the sign. Fourth step, you need to do conversion by leaving all the leading zeros. And fourth step is the rounding off. And the 5th step is your result. Okay, 5th step is your result. And I hope that this makes sense to everybody. Please tell me the problem statement clear to all, because anyhow these are the things which are going to shape your career, right? So please tell me, is the problem statement clear to everybody? Now now look at, for example, you have given a string as 42. So anyhow you will convert this to an integer, that becomes 42, right? Again if you'll see the next thing, you have minus 042. What you will do, you will have this minus symbol, then you remove all the leading zeros and you will have 42 final output. But the negative symbol was given, you'll return minus 42. I hope makes sense. Again, the next example they have given you, but look at this. 1337 is an integer, but you received a character. After that, you'll skip it. So that's why you have this 1337. Next example, they have given 0 minus, like 0 hyphen 1. So if you convert this, look at the after 0 you are having hyphen, that is not a minus. So that's why this you cannot convert to a string like number. So that's why you return 0. Again, again you have the, like, these are the characters, so that's why what you'll do, you cannot convert it directly, so you'll return directly what, a zero. Okay, because it's a start from a non-digit character, it starts from a non-digit character, that's why you're returning zero. And I hope now the problem statement is quite clear to everybody. The problem statement is quite clear to everybody. What you have to do, what you have to do, we follow step one by one. The first thing is telling, like, you need to remove what, you need to remove the white spaces. So in Java there is a one method. We'll write code in three languages: Java, C++, Python. But I can't see a lot of comment for the C++ and Python. And if I'm waiting in 4 to 5 videos, if I won't see the comment of a Python and C++, then probably I'll write code in Java itself. Okay, not in those languages. So it's up to you. I want to just check like how much audience is active as of now, because DSA is not a journey of 1 or 2 days. It's a longer journey. You have to understand a lot of patterns. That's why I'm covering patterns only. I'm teaching you the pattern, then I'm teaching you the multiple questions based on that pattern, by which you can do practice in future. And even if you're ready with these 150 questions, nobody can stop you by cracking a coding interview, right? So you are getting any of the amazing resources, but you have to utilize, right? You have to utilize. Cool, yeah. So now here what I'll do is that I'll update my string by removing all the white spaces from starting and ending. So there is a one trim method to remove extra spaces or white spaces from starting and ending. So I'll use that method as dot trim, as dot trim. So this will update my string by removing the things, right? Again, the second thing what I want, the second thing I want, that I want the symbol signess. So what I will do is that at initial I will have a variable, let's say sign, and then I'm assigning one. So one for positive, minus one for negative, because at the end I need to also return the result. So there I'll multiply. Okay, so that's why I'm taking sign as positive by default. So what, anyhow you have to check it's a positive or negative, yes or no, that you have to check. So again, if what again if like you're getting, again the thing is that also I need one index where I can check the things. So I'll define that variable idx, for example, idx. Okay, not rdx, that is idx. So now idx, let's go zero, starting from the zero character, and then I'll check in my string is the first character, because first character will define the symbol. First character will define the symbol. In between, you cannot have a negative or positive, right? The first symbol after removing the white spaces. So either you write zero or write you idx, both things are same. So here I'll check if as dot char at, as dot char at char at where idx, idx. If that is negative or positive, anything it can be, right? They can give anything. As dot char at positive also. So idx, if that is positive, if that is positive, so in this case what I will do, in this case what I will do, I'll update my sign. So here what I will do is that here probably I can write like a ternary operator or something. So here I can have my sign symbol where I'm checking if that is a thing, like if as dot caret. There's a possibility either it can be positive or negative. Yes or no? It can be positive or negative. This is possible. If s dot caret, caret where? The first index is the idx. If that is negative, right? If that is negative, in that case, I'll assign minus one. Otherwise, I'll assign one. Make sense? Like this is how you're defining the symbol. What you have to do, you have to move your idx, because the zero index was having a symbol, then the one index will have the character or the digit something, right? That will check in later. Cool. So this is how you're defining the symbol. So I've done with the two things. I've checked the white space, I've done the like signedness, like I've checked like it's a positive or negative. Now it's time for the conversion. So for conversion, because the value can be more than the integer's range, so that's why I'll take a long variable to hold the result, to hold the result. Let assume result by default is 0, and I will have while loop to iterate my string. So what I will do, I'll iterate like when what, when this idx, with the help of which I'm iterating, if this idx is less than as dot length, right, till then I'll iterate. And when the upcoming character is a digit, only then I'll iterate, otherwise I'll stop iterating. You remember the example? Here we were having the character, then we stopped, we didn't converted it, right? We didn't convert. So what we did is that we have the previous number only, we stopped right there. So we'll check that also here. We'll check like how do you check the its character or digit in Java. So you have a dot is digit method, right? So character character, I hope spelling is correct, but is digit, right? is digit what? As dot caret. If that is a digit, only then run this while loop. Only then we'll iterate. Otherwise, we will not iterate. Then if that is true, then I'll store that thing in my result. So the previous result multiply by 10. Why I'm saying this multiply by 10, I'll just tell you. Okay. And actually, how do you convert a particular character in Java? You have multiple ways. Either you subtract zero, you will have your that character has been converted to a number that you'll see. Right. So why I'm doing this, you'll see this. For example, I'm taking example of 42. So the first character I will have as 4. Okay, so next time I will have 2. So how will I make it 42? So in the result previously it was 0. The next time it will come 4. And if I do the previous result multiply by 10, that becomes 40. And the next digit which is coming, that becomes 42. Right. So that's how if you keep multiplying by 10, you will form the original number that we want. Right. You remember the idea that we have done in reversing a number. You remember problem statement 7 or something we were doing in our number series, math series, right? Yes, watch gap in uploading 41 video. No, this was not a gap actually, Sanjay. The thing was, previously I was not coming live every day because of a lot of people are not joining the live on time. The one reason, second reason, there were other priority videos. So if you will give the priority, probably this live I'll come regularly. I'll come every day, right? But anyway, I want that same level of hard work and commitment from my learners as well, right? Because it takes energy and also it takes motivation when nobody is coming and I'm teaching here. Nobody means very few people are coming, so that also takes a different level of uh, you know what timing you want, Sanjay. What timing you want? Yeah, everybody write timing in the comment. The maximum time, if I'll see a lot of comments for the particular timing, probably I'll come on that time only. Okay, so the next time I'm deciding 7:30 is comfortable for all. I'll wait in chat. Okay, Sanjay. I'll not take the decision right now. But I'm giving you timing. Let's suppose 7:30. Actually, I have different batches. The paired batches that I'm running other on the other places. So the timing is possible from 6 to 7. Like 5 to 7, you can choose. Another time is 6:15 to 7. Is that works? I'll see in the comments. Okay. After this video, I want to check in the comments because the live chats will not be appear after the live. I want to see that in the normal chats. Okay. Timing I'll see there. Don't worry. So if I'll see a lot of people are asking for same time, then probably we can change it. Okay. And the next fixed timing as of now it's 6:15 every day. So now what I'll do, and I'm converting my that result into an original number by multiplying 10 because every time I'm getting one digit. If I did that digit, I'll multiply with 10 and adding the next digit, that will form the original number. Okay, and here I need to convert that character into other number. So how we can do it? You can subtract the 0 or you can convert directly to an integer. Okay, that is also possible. So now what I will do here, I will have that s dot char at where? Tell me idx, right? And there will subtract the 0. And this is how you can also convert a character to a number. This is also one way with the help of ASCII codes. Okay. And here what you'll do, you need to check, is this result exceeding the limit, right? That also you have to check. The step number 4, the rounding of this conversion is done. Conversion be done. Now the fourth step, the rounding, right? So you have to check, is this result exceeding? Result means by multiplying by sign. Okay, by multiplying by sign that you have defined, like positive or negative. So sign multiply by result, right? If that is greater than, how do you check the maximum range in Java? So you have integer dot max value for checking maximum thing. So integer dot max value. Okay, max value. So if this is greater than the maximum value of integer, means to the power 31 minus 1. If that is greater than that, in that case we were returning what? That value itself, means this integer dot maximum value will return. Yes or no? That was the concept. That's what they have mentioned in the rounding of process. Otherwise we'll check for, else if we'll check for what? Check if this sign, this particular thing, if this result is less than integer's minimum value, right? Integer's minimum value. If this is less than, in this case, what you will return? Tell me. In this case, what you will return? You will return the minimum value, right? That's what they have mentioned. If value is lesser than to the power 30 to minus to the power 31, in that case, we will return the minimum value, right? That's what they have mentioned. Cool, yeah. So now here, This is what happening, and every time we have to increase our idx for getting the next character. And at the end I will return what? I will return sign multiply by result, right? Sign multiply by result. Why? Because if sign is 1, you will have the positive value. If sign is -1, you will have the negative value, right? If somebody needs a dry run, do let me know, please. But when I increase the attendance, the number is very poor. Cooler. Oh, what's it mentioning? Oh, double time written as dot as dot as. My bad. But you don't have to be sad. So rhyme ban gayi yaar. Now what is the problem? Here cannot find what? Cannot find symbol as dot caret. Oh, this is the problem. I forgot to use the value actual, and that is what idx. Okay. I hope all the symbols are correct now. And again, what's mentioning? At the end, it's mentioning something. Again. Line number character dot is digit. It cannot find caret. Why you cannot find caret? I have as right character dot is digit caret idx. You should find this. Cannot find symbol as dot caret. ऐसा थोड़ी होता है यार. This is the way only. I'll write it again. Probably maybe I'm missing the syntax or something. Okay, I'll write this again. But that shouldn't be a case anyway. Correct? That shouldn't be case. This is we are closing for the if this while thing. I close for the while thing. Inside this is digit, I'll pass my as dot char at caret where idx. Correct only. So now at then we'll check for the sign. Okay. Oh, here they are asking for the integer type. And your result is what? Result is long, and we want to return integer thing. So I'll submit it here. Okay. Now this will work fine because the return type was integer and I was returning in long. So that's why it's not working. Cool. Works fine. Cool. Yeah, cool. Oh, index out of bound. Definitely we haven't handled the like empty case. What if this string becomes empty? So if as dot length becomes what? 0, in that case we'll return what? Tell me. We'll return 0. Cool, yeah. So now this works. Now this works. Right? Now this works. So that was the problem. I hope everybody has understood this. I hope everybody has understood this. And now I'll convert the same code to C++. If anybody needs a dry run, do let me know. I'll do that for you as well. Okay? If you need that, I'm happy to do that. Cool, yeah. So now I paste the same code in the C++ and now we'll convert. Actually in C++ you don't have the stream method. So you have to write a manual process for removing the extra white spaces. Okay? So now the sign is same, the length method is same anyway. But before I check the length, I just want to convert what? Read the description. I just want to remove white spaces. So I will have a while loop here while this idx is less than s dot length. Correct only? Right. And what? Tell me. And what? And s dot char is at idx is equals to what? Empty space. In that case I'll do idx plus plus. Idx plus means I'm moving my pointer. I'm removing the extra white spaces from the starting. That is the logic, right? Oh, you don't have caret in C++. You just need to write this idx means the square bracket. Oh, so I have to be very careful. I have to remove this caret from everywhere. You don't have this in C++. You have this idx. Yeah, that's it. Otherwise, the rest code is same in any of the Java and C++. Almost they are same. So idx. Now I'll remove this char add. You don't have this in Java in the C++. I'll remove this. I'll have idx here, and this works same as. And again, you don't have the thing character. Okay, so you'll remove this. Is digit is smaller in this particular thing. So I think many people will prefer Java. My college also tell us to learn Java. That is true, Sanjay. But because when we started this particular series, a lot of people were asking for C++ and Python. right? And I don't know why I feel like these people are still here. They watch the videos, they watch like they are serious about their career, and because of that feeling only I'm covering in all three languages. For placement, Java is good, but some people are doing in C++ for competitive programming, and some people are doing in Python also because they are pursuing career in some other fields. So that's why I'm covering this in other languages. Okay, but anyway, I'll wait for 5 to 6 videos. If I won't see any comment for Python and C++, probably I'll stop. Okay, here, I guess now this is what we have converted. Now the same thing we'll do here. We'll do what? Tell me what we'll do. We'll have our this idx by removing that caret because we don't need it. But then the thing is that in C plus you don't have this max value directly. You have integer int underscore underscore max for maximum value. Okay, and again for minimum value you have this uh, same thing, uh, int underscore max, and for minimum value you have what, you have the same thing, int underscore minimum. In C plus also minimum. Okay, and now here same thing you have to return, same thing you have to return. Here you will have int underscore minimum. Okay, and this is what we are doing. Probably I hope we have converted this complete to the C++, right? Sign we have, length we have, defined everything. We are checking with symbol as well. The fourth conversion is also we are doing, checking with the rounding also we are doing, and returning also. Probably this would work if I haven't left anything. So, oh great, it worked. Okay, so now what we have done is that we have done that convert. Oh, so sad. Runtime error, find integer overflow. Okay, I will not return this. So you can directly work here because that is the different range they have in the C++. That is a problem statement. So what we'll do is that we'll remove that. Now this worked. Okay, now this worked. You don't have to convert in C++. So you can return integer also at the case of long. Okay, cool, yeah, cool. So now this worked fine. I hope yeah, this is clear to everybody, right? The same thing, I'll copy the same code. I'll write in Python as well. Okay, I want to write in Python as well. Here I just have one dream that people, so those are not having a lot of money, they should get a good placement, and they should get a good placement. That's why I'm covering this series. I'm coming regularly. I'm trying, I'm trying to fight with the team that please let me go live. And because I'm not just teaching you the solutions, I'm teaching you the patterns, and then I'm giving you sufficient practice on those patterns, right? So that is the thing. That is the thing what I'm doing here. Probably you have direct. I don't have to do this because in Python also you have one method that we call strip method. So as dot shall apply strip. So basically this method will remove all the leading white spaces. Okay, and here I'm checking for the length. How can check? I can check directly. I can write here if not as, means if as is null. If as is null, in this case I can return 0, return 0. Cool. Otherwise here we are checking for the symbol. You don't have this or, you have this or. You'll remove this curly braces because you don't have curly braces in Python. You will have this. Again, the thing is that you don't have the ternary operator also in Python. So you have to write if else again here. Okay. So the thing is that if what? What I was checking here, if if what is available, if that as idx, if that idx is equals to what, if that is negative symbol, I will assign what, I will assign probably a negative sign, correct? So the sign will be negative, means -1. Make sense? Otherwise in the else I will write that same sign, like if that is positive, either that could be negative or positive, right? So in that case I'll make the sign to be positive, not sing, sign. Mhm. So sign will be positive, means 1. Right? We're writing 1 for positive, -1 for negative, and again I'll update this idx increasing by 1 every time, right? And again you don't have to define this long type here. You don't want this semicolon. The end you don't have like this. You'll use this and the length method also you'll change, right? Because you have len method in Python. So here I'll write this as. Again, is digit doesn't directly work like this. You have to remove this from here, and here you have to paste. Okay, so this is it will check like a particular uh, upcoming character is a character or integer, right? If that is integer, only then this while will work, otherwise this will not work. Okay, but again you cannot convert in Python like this. What you have to do, you have to use a type conversion. Okay, so you don't need this minus symbol. Use type conversion, explicit conversion. You're making it integer by which a particular character can be converted to a number, and then you're adding it. Again, you don't have integer maximum value directly in Python. So what you have to do, first I'll remove this, then I'll change that value as well. So don't worry, it's just converted, hardly 1 minute more, right? Cool, amazing. So yeah, ये तो हो गया. Makes sense. Now what I will do here, I need minimum and maximum value, right? So what I will do, end underscore max, max what they have mentioned in description, to the power 31 minus 1, right? So what I will do here, I will define to the power 31 minus 1, that is max. Oh, not semicolon. And writing this code in multiple languages is really sometimes confusing, because you have to remember everything very precisely, right? So minus to the power 31. Cool, yeah. So that's why we have defined minimum and maximum value, right? Minimum and maximum value. And I hope now, why do we have these curly braces? We have to remove, because in Python we don't have these. So now this is complete in Python, and I hope this will work. Correct. But the thing is that, oh, I haven't used colon. No worries. Now I have used. Simple, easy peasy. Cool, yeah. Now what's it mentioning? Line number what? Line number 20 somewhere. You don't have else if you have elif. Okay, you're getting line by line. Why? Because this uses an interpreter. Now this worked fine. And you know what is the time complexity of our program? That is linear only. Why? Because we are using single loop only. And what is the space complexity? That will be constant, because we are not utilizing any extra data structure. Okay. And if somebody needs a dry run, do let me know. Otherwise, we'll wrap. Otherwise, we'll wrap. Do let me know, please. Is this clear to all? Is this clear to all? And I want just one commitment, that you want a huge package, a huge success in life. I just want this commitment from everybody, right? And if you have that mindset that you really want a good package, only then come and join this live. And only then there is a meaning that I'm coming every day, right? So I hope, yeah, everybody will learn every pattern, they'll practice. Wish you best of luck. See you in the next live by tomorrow. Okay. Till then, take care. Bye bye. And tomorrow the timing will be 6:15. 6:15. So make it a like note, make it a like calendar or something. Add an alarm. I don't know what you'll do, but please come on live timely. Okay. Only then I'll feel good that everybody is following my instructions. So in the next video, till then, take care. Bye bye.